Good morning. Concerns that thousands of people who rent may miss out on help with their energy costs this autumn. With bills likely to rise above £3,500 a year, charities say they're worried some landlords won't pass on government discounts to tenants. I have the details.
Through the front of today's newspapers, we start with the Mirror. Anger over the latest results from the oil giant BP. They feature in many of the papers this morning. Remember, we brought you those figures yesterday. The Daily Mail says, brazen profiteers is their headline. It says households are struggling with crippling energy bills.
Meanwhile, over on The Guardian, they're pointing out that there's outrage that oil firms are raking in profits while energy bills soar. This is very much a theme in lots of the papers. The papers say that nearly £50 billion in profit has been shared by the 5 biggest oil companies in the world, prompting calls, of course, for higher taxes on the sector.
The Daily Mail leads with our top story this morning, what it calls China's chilling threat over US Speaker Nancy Pelosi's trip to Taiwan. Beijing has vowed to use targeted military action in response to the diplomatic visit to the island. The paper says Ms Pelosi is the most prominent politician to visit Taipei in 25 years. Down the bottom right, though, you can see a photo of Princess Charlotte at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham.
Hey, everyone's loving the Commonwealth Games, aren't they? Over on the Eye, so much for the legacy. This is the headline on the Eye, which says the government has refused to give girls equal access to football in PE lessons, despite the victory by the Lionesses at the Women's European Championships. The paper reports that ministers say girls will be offered the chance to play a comparable sport instead. I mean, what's that, a comparable sport?
I think that's the big question, isn't it? And that's why it's raised so much anger.
And we've got some Lionesses.
We do.
Later on in the programme.
Not one, not two, but 3 will join us over the course of the programme to celebrate that amazing success on Sunday night. Now let's just have a look at some of the stories inside the papers. And you're packing for a little trip, aren't you?
I am.
There's a survey been done. This is, I don't know what papers it is, it's in The Guardian this morning, about things that we might be packing to take with us on holiday. And this is an interesting one because it suggests that actually it's a bit of a throwback to the 1980s because CD players and music are still up there. A quarter of us packing a camera, but there's a kind of male-female split as well, that women are more likely to take a physical book, like a paperback with them, than men. And the thing you're most likely to forget when you go on holiday?
Oh, I know.
Go on.
Mine would definitely be the adapter. So there's no point having a phone charger, but when you're looking at the plug-in, you don't have enough.
It's not going to go anywhere. Yeah, phone charger, apparently the thing you're most likely to forget. And can we just show you this picture, because it's kind of amazing, but also a little bit disgusting. 42-foot fingernails. Can you see them? You need to sort of get the full sense of those are the fingernails.
So just so you've got some sense of scale, this woman is actually... She's standing on a flight of stairs. They're actually longer than her. You can see there she is. Crazy. She's
been growing them for 25 years. We've been discussing how she does anything with fingernails that are 42 feet long. But she says that her kids and her grandkids help her polish them. It takes up to 5 hours, apparently. Yeah, I'm really confused and worried by that this morning.
I mean, yeah. You don't even want to know what we were talking about, the things you wouldn't be able to do, but you can just imagine.
Yeah.
There we go. We'll leave it like that. It's quite early in the morning, isn't it, Ben?
It is. It's exactly 23 minutes past 6.